Here's our giant steak. I'm going to put salt, pepper, and oregano on it. It is Wednesday night. We're going to cook it up Friday night. So this should be a big treat. It's got a nice big bone in it. It's going to take a little while to cook. But first, I'm going to dry age it in the fridge like I've been doing with all the big steaks. And it should come out really tasty. Look how that all marbling. Big old bone in it. So I'm going to get it set up. Today, I have a steak. A special steak. This is from Georgia James. Everything's going on. They're selling their meat uncooked and ready for you to take home and cook yourself. So in this case, we got a porterhouse. It's a 30-ounce porterhouse. So it has both of those pieces of meat on there and a bone. It's about 2 inches thick. It's a really pretty piece of meat. It has all the marbling in it. And Wednesday night, it's Friday now. Wednesday night, I salt, peppered, and oregano, put it in the refrigerator on its side to get a lot of air around it, to dry age it a bit. And tonight I'm going to cook it, so about just over 48 hours, about 40 hours and change. I'll cook it after, so I'm thinking I'm going to reverse sear it. I'm going to reverse sear it, put it at 250 for about 10 minutes, because I'm going to let it sit out for an hour at room temperature to try to get its temperature up. Then in the oven, 10 minutes, 250. Then stovetop sear on my cast iron skillet, about 3 to 4 minutes aside. I'll just see how it feels when I get to that point. And it's a really pretty piece of meat, like I just said, and I'm excited to cook it. It's also a really nice piece of meat. I'm nervous to not screw it up. So let's get started. It's been an hour since the steak sat out. I've turned the oven on at 250 for the last 10 minutes to get it to warm up. I put the cast iron skillet that I'm going to put it in the oven too, so that way everything's super hot and it goes in hot. I think the steak is relatively warm, considering it's been sitting in a fridge for a couple of days. It's warmed up quite a bit, but it is thick. So the idea of reverse searing is to try to get that temperature, the core temperature up, and then when I sear it, just finish it off. So what I'm going to do now is take this pan out and stick the steak in, then put the steak in the oven, and I'm hungry. Called a bit of an audible. I saw that 250 is a bit, not that necessarily low, but the steak wasn't progressing as much as I'd like as far as color goes on the outside, so I put it on for 20 minutes. I did a 10. I liked that it had not much had happened, so I figured let me give it another 10 at 250, and it's just starting to turn just a bit, and that should be okay. So now I'm going to take it out. Okay, let's flip. The color is close. I think we still have a ways to go as far as getting the cooking temperature up to what we want it to be, but we're well on our way now, at least. Gonna finish it off in the broiler now. Time to take it out. Okay. We're looking pretty good here. Oh, it feels good. Okay. I think I got it right. It feels good. Let it rest for a second here. Our fluids are partially clear, which is what I'm looking for. I don't want it to be completely clear. That would be a sign of it being well done. I just need it to be medium, and if it's a little bit south of medium, I'll be okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off and plate it and let it sit. So here we are, letting it sit now for 10 minutes. I think we're doing pretty good. I like the way the fat looks. I like the way the meat looks. It has a bit of a char to it, but that's fine because this is such a thick piece of meat. I know that it's going to take a little while for it to get cooked all the way through. So now I just gotta wait. Okay, we're coming up on 10 minutes now. I'm excited, a bit nervous too. I want to make sure this is done right. This is a nice piece of meat. I don't want them screwed up. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, man. I was really nervous about this because I just didn't want to screw it up. My track record on steak isn't perfect, but look at this. Hold on, let me cut this out. Look at that. That's exactly what I wanted. Holy cow. I'm incredibly hungry and excited. So this guy is a total win. On a really nice piece of steak like this, this is exactly what I wanted. Wow. Okay, I'm ready to dig in. So that is a 30-inch porterhouse steak. It'll feed the both of us and we're really gonna enjoy it.